Hello, thank you for choosing this video. Before you get into the video you clicked on, I wanted to give you an option to turn this into a pick a read if you so choose. To do that, simply look at the rocks here in front of you, center on whatever one it is. You might want to pause the video at this point and just take a minute to center and see what one draws your attention. Another way to use this as a pick a read is to get a six-sided dice. The way I do it is I roll it two times. The first time is it odd or even. So this time it's even. So if it's even, I do it times 2. If it's odd, I do it times 1. So it's times 2. I roll it again. I got a 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is the one I would choose. Just that way, if you would like the option, you have an option to turn this into a pick a read. Now I'm going to go through and show you what's behind each stone in case you did use it as a pick a read. For the hematite, the rainbow hematite I should say, that's Aquarius. For the jade, it is, elusively, that's Aries. For the tourmaline, it is Capricorn, which I'll try to move that so you can see the word Capricorn. For this pale green stone, which I think is from Africa, I forget the name of it, again, I still haven't gotten it. That one is Pisces. That's cool. For the tiger's eye egg here, that one is Virgo. For the amethyst, the answer for that one is Scorpio. Let's put that down like that. Hopefully you can see that. For the hematite heart, that one is Cancer. For the rainbow titanium quartz, flip over, that one is Gemini. For the clear quartz crystal, we are doing Taurus. For the citrine, the yellow citrine there, I don't know if you can see that, there you go. We're going to do Leo. For the lapis lazuli, Libra. And for the last one, the rainbow quartz, no, rose quartz, excuse me, Sagittarius. So thank you for watching. Go ahead and go to the video you chose or continue watching this one. I'm thankful for you being here either way. Thanks again. Have a good day. Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For supportive oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. I don't know if you can see it at the bottom there, but hopefully it's in focus. Okay. Relationship first, single second. Oracle cards come out where needed. You got like 4 pentacle cards? 5 pentacle cards between you and your partner. Not that that's bad, but for a fire and earth, that energy, I don't know, it just seems to create a couple challenges. I'm just saying. Let's see how this goes for you. Yeah, I want this one right. You know, it's going to be like overall energy. The overall theme of this part of the reading for the relationship is going to be acceptance. And I almost feel like reaching out a little bit. Accepting what things are, what's really happening here, and kind of reaching out a little more just to make it work out. But the accepting something that I feel like at first blush you really don't want to. So let's see where that's going. Because I'm seeing your partner actually has the 6 of Wands when things start off. They're doing really well. Now when I'm feeling this is something they should hold on to. But I'm getting there's a problem with this. Because they have the success, for the love of Pete. Success. There we go. Oy. And when they're having it, it creates extra stress. So that's why success and stress, I'm mixing, okay, anyway. I'm mixing those words, but it didn't come out right. It is causing extra stress for you, which Leo can handle a lot. Like, they're one of those signs, like, they just seem to take on so much and they just keep going, and they just tend to be the never say die ones. They're just one of those signs that just like, oh, is there more? I'll just, okay. Oh, is there more? Well, okay. Well, I'm busy. They just keep going. They're just like, the ones I know anyway, sometimes they're very dynamic, and it's shocking how they just keep going. They just keep going. I'm like, okay, then you're going. There you go. this, whatever the success is for your partner, it creates an extra amount of stress for you. I almost feel like the reason it causes you stress, and I'm seeing your challenge card as the Hierophant, it puts a lot more responsibility on you. It's not about how much has to be done. It's about how much it's restricting your mobility to change and to move around as you wish. It's taking away your ability to be spontaneous. And I do feel a lot of times Leos like to be spontaneous. I feel like that's just kind of like life's blood for them sometimes. Like, don't tell me I have to do things the same way every time because I'm going to lose my mind. I feel like that energy is there, or for whoever chose this, that's the energy I'm connecting with. Now, I feel like it's causing a lot of like, again, it's like how you have to do it. It's not how much, it's how. It's like bing, 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 like do this, do this, do this, in this order. This has to be done, this. It's restrictive in that sense. It's not the weight on your shoulders. It's like the restriction of how and when. So I do feel like your partner immediately sees how this is hard for you. I'm getting your partner's first reaction to that, and this is a mistake if they do it. Their first reaction is going to be to abandon their success and to relieve you of a lot of this stress. And I feel like they're going to quietly try to do that. I don't feel like they're going to discuss it with you. They're going to notice this is difficult for you, and they're just going to diminish what the success they're having so they can pick up some of this stuff for you just to make your life a little easier. I don't think that's what you want. I don't think you're looking for that to happen. The thing is, I think they're taking it on their own. They're taking their own initiative to make things better for you, but I don't think that's what you want. I think this is one of those things where, I got this. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean you can't do it. And it doesn't mean you want your partner to give up something that they're succeeding at. You don't want them to give up that either. You can handle this for a while. You don't want them to give up anything. But I feel like they're going to start kind of walking away from their success, kind of abandoning their success so they can take up some of the more tedious things for you. I really don't think you want that. I know that this is not the most comfortable situation for you, but you don't want them to abandon their own success. And I feel like because they're not talking with you first and just doing it, this is where you're not going to be happy. I'm getting the Three of Swords on your side. Like, I just feel like it's not sitting well with you. You don't like it. You don't like them doing that. This seems to be like causing an upset for you. You're just like, why are you doing that? Why are you walking away from your success? I got this. Doesn't matter if I'm like, yeah, I complain about it a little bit, but I'm still doing it. I don't want you to walk away from your success. I don't feel you want them walking away from their success. And you're not even asking them to. And I feel like that's another point of aggravation. You're like, I didn't even ask you to stop doing that. So I vented about it a little bit. So what? That doesn't mean walk away from what you're good at. The trick of this, what is going to help, is like you need to really speak to your partner about how proud you are of them for the success that they have and encourage them to keep up at it and tell them and point out like, yeah, there's certain things you don't like, and that's true, but you can do it. You got it. You got to vent a little bit, but just because you're venting doesn't mean you're not going to do it, doesn't mean you can't do it. You're going to vent every now and then, but you got this. You need to really promote with them. Their success you're very proud of. You want them to not only continue with it, but you want them to flourish with it. You want them to hold strong to their success. This is really important because I feel like if they don't realize this, they're just going to kind of wean away from it to try to pick up some of this from you, thinking that's what they need to do. It is not. I'm getting it again. That's not at all what you want. That's not what you want. But they need to hear it. You need to pump it up. Like this success, you're very proud of them. You want them to keep going. The more they do it, the more proud you are of them. You got this. You might even want to, like, again, put in that part, yeah, I complain about this, I bitch about that, so what? I got it. Doesn't mean I like it, so what? I can still do it, and I will do it. I just need to vent a little bit. But keep going with your success and promote that with them. Like, don't give up with that. Over time, they're going to realize that this is fine. You got this on lock. Things are fine. Over time, they'll realize that this is going to be fine. This is nothing to worry about. You got this together. As time goes forward, it's going to get easier for you. You're going to move this around. You're going to change things around to your liking. It's just, at first, it just feels a little bit restrictive. As time goes on, you're gonna mold it more to your liking. You're going to change things here or there. You're going to make it more conducive with what you need to keep it going. You got the Ace of Pentacles with abundance. You're going to make it work. But for a while, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for you due to the restraints. But over time, you'll move it around where it needs to be. It's going to be fine. And they're going to see that over time. They need to realize that, yeah, you have some stress. Because I feel like they're watching you with the stress. And I feel like they're feeling a little guilty about this. You just need to reiterate to them or wake them up to it or give them some type of heads up. Like, yeah, right now I'm struggling a little bit just to the time constraints, but I got this. I'll make this work. You do what you need to do. You have that success and you keep going with that success. I got this. I'll make this work. I will move this around the way I need it to, and it will be fine. Again, I really feel, you don't want them giving up any type of success. You will make this work more to your liking again. I'll say this the 50th time. Over time, it's going to take a while for you to really mold it around the way you want. It's kind of working like with a piece of hard, cold clay. It's really hard to kind of get it to mold at first. It takes you a while to really push on it and warm it up and get it going. Once you do, though, you will get this more to your liking. It's just going to take you some time to get your footing and be like, wait a minute, this is very restrictive, but there is some leeway here. I've discovered that. And this over here, I can work with that. It's going to take you some time, but you will get there. The whole point of this is your partner needs to accept that you're just going to need some time to work it out. They also need to keep their success. If they accept that, they just accept that, maybe you're not the happiest at the moment. That doesn't mean you're not going to uphold to it. It doesn't mean you don't want to do it. They need to accept that, like, you got this. I'm thinking the acceptance of, like, they need to accept their success. I almost feel like for some people, I'm looking at your partner is kind of like they have success, and it's almost like they're afraid of their own success. You ever been around people like that where they start to do really good, and then the pressure, like, really starts to build with them? Like, the better they do, the more pressure they feel like to keep doing good. The more success they have, the more pressure they have to continue their success. I feel like that energy is here. So they need to, like, accept that you're going to do what you need to do, that you got this, that they don't need to save you from this because you're not asking them for it. You don't want them to. And to hold on to their own success and make this work out. I think this will be fine. I could kind of beat this to death for the 50th time? 50th, yeah, that's a word. But I think we're good. All right, I'm going to let that be there. That's Leo in relationships. I actually like that. I really like how that went. Because I feel like for those of you that's going to click with, you're going to call that out and see that for what it is right as it becomes a problem. And you're going to be like, whoa, don't be walking away from that success. You stick to what you're doing. I got this. And you're going to call it right out when you see it. So I feel like for the people that's meant for, you're going to be like, hey, I got this. Don't be walking away from your success. I got this. All right. What do we have for single Leos? Single Leos. What do we have for single Leos? Single Leos. I'm getting like a commanding energy with this. It's almost like somebody who has set rules and values and kind of like, I need this to work out the right way. I need to find somebody who understands there's a time to have fun. There's a time to get things done. There's priority in a relationship. I should be a priority. I'm going to make this person my priority. They should make me a priority. Like, you know what I mean? However that's applicable. I'm feeling that energy going right into this. I don't know if I want this bottom card. I'm going to leave it here as a little, because there's something, it's face down. We'll see how that goes. I'm curious about the ending. Like, I'm really curious. I'm almost feeling like you might miss out on something good if you're not careful. So as we keep going in this, keep that in mind. I feel like this is what I'm pulling into. Like this, the end of this is like, you could miss out on something really good. Just keep that in mind that you want to give this a fair shake. And kind of step back and breathe a bit before you make any harsh decisions. Because, let's see. Yeah, it's there. It is there. That's why. Okay. Yeah. Growth. Like, the growth, what is this? The Three of Cups. Like, I'm struggling to get things forward here. Because I feel like there's a moment that there's going to be kind of a bump for you. Alright, so the single Leo, whoever. I'm getting the Sun card in your past. And I feel like you have a very strong set of boundaries. I really do feel that. This is what I want. This is the type of relationship I want. I need to be a priority. I'm going to make this person a priority, so they need to make me a priority. I come across that saying a lot. I think it was Maya Angelou who said, don't make somebody a priority who treats you like an option, something like that. And I feel like you're in that mindset. You're like, yeah, if they treat me as an option, this is a no-go. If they treat me like a priority, I demand that. If they have to treat me as a priority. If they don't, we're done. I'm going to treat this person as a priority. They need to treat me the same way, or we're done. And the Sun card in the past is telling me you know exactly what to look for. You're not going to play games with it. From the very get-go, there has to be a level of respect. You're not expecting, everything at once. But, there should be, I send you a message. Within a respectable amount of time, you send one back. We try to get together, we tell each other what's going on. We try to work things out where applicable. You're not expecting anybody to bend over backwards. But, for example, if somebody has a busy life and they have a busy day, well, all right, if I send you a message, maybe on your lunch hour or after work, you send me one back and you'll tell me when you have time to talk more, something like that. That's what you're looking for. Now, I'm feeling like you have a lot of strength here. A lot of strength. You know what you want. You know the level of respect you're looking for. You got that. You're good. You got the King of Wands in your thoughts, which is a very strong Leo energy for me. It's kind of like, I know what I want. I know where it's going to be, and I'm not going to stand for less. I like this, though. Now, you're ready. I feel like you're ready to hit the ground running, though. Because you got the Knight of Wands at the bottom here. And they're saying, all right, listen. We're bringing something towards you. But the level of respect is going to be there, but the clicking in of it fast enough, don't miss out on this because it doesn't click in fast enough. You're going to have to give this person some time to catch up to where you are. So you got to realize it's not about respect in the beginning. It's just about not being on the same page and just letting them get up to speed before you make your decision. Because I feel like you've been waiting and you're just kind of listen, I'm ready now. I'm ready for somebody to move forward. Somebody is coming towards you. Somebody's going to enter in. And I feel like you know what you want. It's coming towards you. It's not quite there yet. I'm getting the karma kind of like you are bringing it forward. It is coming towards you, but it's not quite there yet. I don't feel like it's there yet. I'm getting the Seven of Pentacles kind of well, I'm waiting my whole life away. Waiting my whole life away. Where are these people? Where's the one I'm looking for? It's coming. It's coming. Queen of Swords comes in. Now, this is where it gets a little dicey in my opinion, because I feel like there's a good connection initially, but I also feel like this is somebody who's going to kind of push back. If they think you're being overly expectant or overly demanding in the beginning, and it could be just the way things are said, just to be fair, it could be the way things are said. You're saying something, they're taking it the wrong way, and they're calling you out on it. And there's a little bit of kerfuffle, a little bit back and forth, but the communication continues. I feel like you're going to have to kind of meld it out. You're going to have to fold it in and fold it out a little bit and kind of smooth it out to really understand where you're each standing. I feel like for some of you, for a lot of you actually, I'm getting texting. You're always subjective. You're always subject to how somebody's mood is. You're subjective. You're subject to the person's mood who's reading the text. If I can spit it out, if somebody is dealing with a jerk and they're just dealing with maybe a couple jerks all day, and then they read a text from you, they're already on the defensive. And if your message is a little too broad and they can take it any way they want, and they're already in a bad mood, you're subject to that energy. So be careful of that. You know what I mean? Especially if they're already up and going about something. You know what I mean? It's just, you're subject to it. It's a lot. It's a normal thing. People fall into that trap all the time. So, because I'm feeling like there could be a little bit of kerfuffle back and forth. I'm getting the Queen of Swords, she needs to say something. You're going to hear it. If she's decided she's going to tell you something, she's going to tell you. Don't get caught up in the gender, but, if the message is there, they're going to give it to you. And I'm getting here, growth and nourishment. This is a moment where the two of you, hopefully, They say something, you say something, they call you out on something, you're like, that's not how I meant that. And you're talking back and forth, and it's kind of like, I feel like you need to work this out face to face. Be careful with too much texting or emailing, whatever that is. Working things out face to face where you can see how somebody's feeling and they can see how you're saying something. Huge difference. Huge difference. Because if you can do that, even if it's FaceTime, where they can see your face, they can see your expressions, they can see your smile, big thing. Huge difference, huge. Because I feel like there's like this little kerfuffle, things are growing, there's nourishment here, like there's a lot of good to be had, but it's like you have to be friends. You have to make friends first. Even though it's a romantic interest, you got to make friends with this person. You have to define not only your boundaries, but you have to understand their boundaries as well. This is what's going to lead you to success. Both of you explaining what both of your boundaries are and what you need from the other person. This can work. It feels like a lot of work accepting what's going on. There's assessing here, and there's acceptance that popped out below it. It's like working this out is worth it. Is so worth it, because I feel like the passion is there. Getting through life's daily grind and all the things going on around you and around them, and working it out and putting in the effort. They're saying put in this effort, because the person you're dealing with, they have the Empress with the abundance. There's a lot of good here. There's a lot of passion here. They're also a person with high priorities. Like, they have a high standard of priorities. You know, their standards are high too. I feel like just like yours, their standards are very high. The thing is, you may match on more than you realize, and it's like you don't realize at first that you're coming at each other with the same type of priorities, and it's mismatching. It's kind of like, a circle hole and a circle peg, but if you're trying to put the circle in like it's supposed to go, it's fine, it goes right in. But if you're trying to come at it like this, it's not going in. And I feel like that's how you're coming together. Like, it does technically fit, but if you're coming at it sideways, it's not going to look like it does. It's not. You got to move it around. You got to adjust it so it goes in there the way it should. I'm getting, this is what this has to, like, you need to talk this out. You need to give this person a chance. They're a very strong person, like you're a very strong person. Face-to-face, if possible. FaceTime, that'll still work is what I'm getting. Face-to-face is better, but FaceTime, where they can see your face when you talk, you can see their face when they talk. That would make a big difference, because they're saying don't walk away from this. The attraction is there, the passion is there. There is the danger of walking away from something. That's the Six of Swords. You know what the Six of Swords is hiding? The Lover's card, which where's the Lover's card? Right there. It didn't come off as dramatic as I wanted it to. You could end up walking away from the Lover's card. You don't want to. You really don't want to, right? You don't want to walk away from the Lover's card, do you? I mean, do you? Did you come to this reading to walk away from the Lover's card? Probably not. Probably not. Attraction is there. It's very much there. It's just working out your differences and realizing you're just saying things differently. You both have high standards, and I feel like your morals and where you're standing, they match. They do match. It's just ironing out what you're both saying and what you're both feeling. Be very careful of text. I really feel like this can be a great situation, but you're in the danger of walking away from something really good. Again, that Six of Swords is covering the Lover's card. I know you don't want to walk away from it. You didn't come to this reading just so you could find a way to walk away from the Lover's card. You didn't come to this thinking, oh, what if a good relationship comes my way? I want to make sure I ditch that. I want to walk away from that landmine. No, that's not what you came here for. You came here to find love. And they're saying, don't walk away from it. Work this out. Make sure you're on the same page. And I feel like you're going to find something really good. And we're good? Okay, and we're done. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, please remember to either email me at jamesforastral@gmail.com for current pricing, or I'm currently on my Instagram at James13Wicca. Just go to my Instagram. I should have it posted there what my current pricings and options are if you're interested. Thank you very much again for watching.